has been more than 2 years. The end of the Russia-Ukraine war seems far away. And now a new player has entered the scene, North Korea. The visuals on your screen are reportedly from a military base in Russia's Far East. And these men are believed to be North Korean Special Forces personnel. These troops were given Russian military uniforms and weapons. Ukraine has accused North Korea of preparing to send over 10,000 soldiers to support Russia in the war in Ukraine. There are also satellite images suggesting North Korean troops' movement in Russia. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has warned that North Korea's involvement could be the first step to a world war.
So, we know about 10,000 soldiers of North Korea that they are preparing to fight against us. This first step in this war, and this is the first step to a world war. Of course, it's understandable.
Now, any involvement of North Korea, especially in defense-related matters, swings its arch-rival South Korea into action. So South Korea summoned the Russian ambassador demanding the immediate withdrawal of North Korean troops. South Korea's spy agency reveals that North Korea has shipped 1,500 Special Forces troops to Russia's Far East for training earlier this month. South Korea used AI facial recognition technology to identify a delegation of North Korean officials purportedly visiting Ukrainian border areas. These officials, Seoul believes, were providing guidance about North Korea-made KN-23 ballistic missiles fired at targets there. South Korea called North Korea's involvement in Ukraine illegal and urged an immediate halt.
The government is calling for immediate withdrawal of the North Korean troops. And if the current military collusion between North Korea and Russia continues, we will not tolerate but act firmly with the international community.
Meanwhile, Pyongyang denied allegations of sending troops to support Russia in Ukraine. This is what North Korea said at the UN General Assembly session in New York.
As for the so-called military cooperation with Russia, my delegation does not feel any need for a comment on such groundless stereotype rumors aimed at smearing the image of the DPRK and undermining the legitimate friendly and cooperative relations between sovereign states.
But what interest could North Korea have in sending troops to the Ukraine war? North Korea's interest in sending troops to the Ukraine war may seem surprising, but analysts believe it is a strategic move. Economically, sending workers and soldiers is a chance to tap into a different wage system, potentially leading to a significant boost. Militarily, partnering with Russia grants access to advanced weapons and systems, upgrading North Korea's capabilities. And there's another crucial aspect too, and that is combat experience. North Korea's army hasn't seen major action since the 1950 Korean War. By sending troops to Russia, North Korea gains valuable battle experience testing new weapons like the KN-23 ballistic missiles. So Ukraine becomes a testing ground for North Korea's military tactics and strategies. Now the big question is, how much can North Korean troops really help Russia on the battlefield? With Ukraine making significant gains, Russia's war zone has expanded significantly. North Korea's military support could be crucial in defending against these incursions. One possible role for North Korean soldiers could be guarding sections of the Russian-Ukrainian border. This would free up Russian units to focus on other areas of the conflict, providing a much-needed strategic boost. However, experts believe the Russian military units will have difficulties incorporating North Korean troops into their front lines. The two major reasons include language barrier and North Korean Army's lack of combat experience since the Korean War. Russia has not confirmed Pyongyang's troop deployment but defended its military cooperation with North Korea. Over the past 2 years, North Korea and Russia have been building a strong partnership. The friendship was solidified in June when Russian President Vladimir Putin visited North Korea and signed a significant agreement with leader Kim Jong-un. This pact promises mutual military support if either country is attacked. Now, North Korea's alleged entry into the Ukraine war has sparked widespread concern. For South Korea, the biggest concern is North Korea's advancing nuclear arsenal posing a significant security threat. North Korea has been under the United Nations sanctions since 2006 due to its nuclear and ballistic missile programs. Russia has supported these measures, which have only gotten tougher over time. Seoul fears Russia might provide North Korea with sophisticated technologies to enhance its nuclear and missile programs in exchange for its troop dispatch. In the event of a crisis in North Korea or war on the Korean Peninsula, Russian military intervention becomes more realistic. As a leading arms producer, South Korea faces pressure from Western countries and Kyiv to provide Ukraine with lethal weapons. But Seoul has so far focused on non-lethal aid, including demining equipment. Now, with the changing dynamics, South Korea may consider directly supplying weapons to Ukraine as part of measures to counter military ties between North Korea and Russia. The United States has condemned North Korea's troop deployment, labeling it a dangerous and highly concerning development.
We have seen reports the DPRK has sent forces and is preparing to send additional soldiers to Ukraine to fight alongside Russia. If true, this marks a dangerous and highly concerning development. We are consulting with our allies and partners on the implications of such a dramatic move.
The United States also accuses Iran and China of fueling the Russia-Ukraine war.
Russia cannot sustain its aggression without assistance, which means this war ends if Iran and the DPRK stop providing military assistance and if China stops transferring dual-use war components.
North Korea's involvement in the Ukraine war could open the floodgates for other countries to join the fray, making an already volatile situation even more unpredictable. Now the question is, will this unlikely alliance shift the balance of power? Only time will tell. That's all in this edition of Connecting the Dots. We'll see you next week with more raging issues. Until then, it's a goodbye from all of us in the Delhi newsroom. This is Munmun Bhattacharya signing off. Take care and stay safe.